It's March 3rd. The Chanel price increase is live everywhere except the United States, and I've got some numbers for you. Hello, welcome or welcome back to Classics with a Quirk, where I talk about contemporary and luxury designer items and brands with a touch of silliness. If this is the kind of content that you find interesting, please do like this video and subscribe for more of it. Thank you. All right, everybody, we already know that the news isn't good. We heard rumors about an upcoming Chanel price increase. I even made a video about it when I thought that it was just rumors, and turns out the rumors are true. Not super surprised about that. We were hearing March 3rd, March 5th. It is March 3rd today, and the price increase has happened in the entire world, Canada included, except for the US. Now, I don't know if that means that the US is going to be hit the 4th or the 5th and it just hasn't happened yet, or if it won't happen. But I wouldn't be surprised because the rest of the world did in fact get affected by the Chanel price increase. That being said, in 2020, the entire world had a price increase in November except for the US. The US didn't have their price increase until January of 2021. So I don't know what that means, if the US is going to in fact be affected now or if they're going to be affected later. Either way, they're probably going to be affected, but I do have some numbers for you now about what has been hit across the world and what will then probably definitely be hit in the US when that inevitably happens. And I'm going to run through this really quick. I'm kind of on a tight schedule here today, so I'm going to do my best, and I might be putting in pictures. I hope I'm putting in pictures, but if I don't, I do apologize. Again, I'm just trying to get this information out as soon as I know it, so you know it as soon as I do. On that note, if you're interested in price increase information and up-to-the-minute information about upcoming price increases, please feel free to follow this channel and hit the notification bell when you subscribe. So again, you do get that up-to-the-minute information as soon as I put it out. And all that being said, I'm going to just run through some numbers really quick. So I have, first of all, the fact that everything was hit in Asia. In Japan, bags and SLGs went up about 7%, same in other places in Asia, China, Hong Kong, I believe also Singapore, though I didn't have confirmation on Singapore specifically. But I think Singapore did get hit. Europe, the UK, Canada, Australia, everybody got some fun stuff here. So I'm not going to go into detail about my opinions on the price increase in general or price increases in general. I'd love to make a video about it if you are so inclined. Please let me know in the comments. That being said, I did make a video previously about kind of how some of us might be feeling about especially Chanel price increases and how maybe we're feeling silly about buying things at the new prices, maybe we're being alienated. I'm going to link that video for you above and below. I would recommend checking it out, and I would love if you added your voice to the conversation. That all being said, I'm going to get into the price increases now. So again, Japan, about 7% bags and SLGs, and it does look like SLGs were affected as we were told they would be, and of course the classics were also affected. So in Europe, the small classic FAP went from 7,300 euros to 7,750 euros. The medium went from 7,800 to 8,250. The jumbo went from 8,400 to 8,900, and the maxi went from 8,900 to 9,450. In the UK, the small classic flap is now £6,510. The medium classic flap is £6,930. The jumbo is £7,475. And the maxi is £7,935, almost £8,000 for the maxi. In Australia, the small classic flap went from 12,340 Australian dollars to 12,960. The medium classic flap went from 13,190 to 13,850. The jumbo went from 14,200 Australian dollars to 14,910, so almost 15,000 Australian dollars for the jumbo. And the maxi went from $15,050 to $15,800. Still in Australia, the wok went from 4,190 Australian to 4,400 Australian, and in Europe, the wok went from 2,550 euros to 2,700 euros. The mini square in Australian went from 5,980 to 6,280. In euros, the mini square went from 3,600 to 3,800. The mini rectangular in Australian went from 6,250 to 6,560, and the mini rectangular in euros went from 3,800 to 4,000 euros. The small 19 went from 8,030 Australian dollars to 9,040 Australian dollars, and in euros it went from 4,900 euros to 5,200 euros. The small boy in Australian went from 7,680 AUD to 8,060 AUD, and in euros, the small boy went from 4,700 euros to 5,000 euros. The medium boy in Europe also went from 5,100 euros to 5,400 euros. The mini rectangular with top handle went from 6,690 Australian to 7,020 Australian, so not a huge increase there. And the trendy went from 8,940 Australian to 9,390 Australian. So almost 9,400 Australian dollars for the trendy now. That's really getting up there. I also have some Australian numbers for SLGs. First of all, the Vanity went from 3,290 to 3,450 Australian. And I also just have a couple of small other goods that I tracked in Australian. The classic flat card holder went from 620 Australian to 650 Australian. And the classic flap card holder went from 810 Australian to 850 Australian. So again, not a huge jump for those SLGs. We did know that the SLGs would be going up, and they did, but again, it wasn't too bad. Now, I will say that in terms of conversion, I'm not doing percentages right now, just I don't have a lot of time, I'm sorry, but I am trying to get this video out. Now, as a quick note, I just want to remind you that sales tax is not included in calculations for like Canada and the US, because sales tax is not included in the final number. So when I say that, for instance, the wok is now 2,700 euros, or if I say the small classic flap is 6,510 pounds, that's the final tally. It's 6,510 pounds. If I say that the small classic flap is $8,200, which is what it was before the price increase, what it is currently before America was hit by the price increase, that's not including the 4% sales tax, the 6% sales tax, the 9% sales tax that different states have. Same for Canada. If we're talking about, a $10,000 or $15,000 bag, we're adding a lot of sales tax on top of that. Canada has a very high sales tax in some places, so that's just a quick note in terms of if you're looking for calculations and conversions. I don't expect the small SLGs to go up by very much. They didn't go up very much in the Australian dollar, so I can't imagine that they'd go up very much in other currencies either, but the wok did go up by quite a lot, as did most other bags, especially the trendy, so that's just, again, something to keep in mind. I hope this information was interesting and possibly helpful to you, as that is part of what this channel is about. It's just tracking price increases over the years and seeing how prices evolve in the luxury world, and then having sometimes discussions about it. And on that note, again, I will remind you that I do have that video discussing price increases in Chanel and, again, what it means to us. I'd love for you to check that video out and comment on it with your thoughts. And I guess that's all for me for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, please do give it a like. It super duper helps the algorithm, and subscribe for more content that helps the algorithm even more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.